Wow, 2026 is already getting packed with tons of interesting games being released. And of course, then there's rumors about other games that could be released. But I guess what would be my favorite games that could release this year or have been confirmed to release this year? Well, I guess it's probably time for another top 5. So, of course, welcome back, everyone. Yep, that is, of course, right. I am, of course, going through my top most hyped games of this year. Now, of course, I'm laying some ground rules. This must be games that are, in fact, confirmed. So, meaning a potential card for this year will not be on this list simply due to the fact that, well, there's been a bunch of rumors that it could be delayed or that we might not see one this year, and a bunch of other stuff. So, of course, let's just get into the video. Now, of course, remakes and remasters do count. As long as they come out this year, everything is fair game. So, of course, at my number 7 pick, we, of course, have actual, technically, that would be my number 6 pick, or something. We, of course, have Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Switch. So, of course, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green originally came out in 2004 and, of course, are going to be coming out on the Switch tomorrow. I am absolutely hyped for these games. I love these games. Pokemon Leaf Green was the first Pokemon game I've ever played and was what got me into the series. And being able to play this wonderful game again along with Fire Red has generally got me hyped for tomorrow, along with any potential news surrounding the series. And of course, it's also many people's first time playing this game, which I'm also happy about because together we get to make new memories of some really wonderful games. That said, unfortunately, there's already a few flaws with this game, but I've gone over those in a previous video. So, of course, next up, we of course have Fable. Fable is gonna come out this year, and honestly, I'm already hyped for this game. I loved Fable 2 and I loved Fable 3 for the most part. Fable 1 I have not really played, but I've been a huge fan of this series. So, a fourth Fable is generally a dream come true. And of course, it makes it better because I have quite a few friends who are looking forward to this new Fable. And like with Fire and Leaf Green, I cannot wait to share my thoughts with them for this marvelous game. The Fable series is an interesting series, and I love the world that the developers have designed, and I look forward to returning to this one when we can finally play Fable. Next up is, of course, Resident Evil Requiem. Now, technically, in some places, Resident Evil Requiem is already out. That said, I will not be getting this game until tomorrow, which I'm kind of upset about. Like, seriously, I'm super jealous of several friends who live in Australia because they get to play this. And I'm jealous of some people who got this game digitally. But that said, Resident Evil Requiem is probably going to be one of my favorite games this year. I love the Resident Evil series. I reviewed all the mainline games along with the two Revelations games on my other channel, and I've talked about plenty of other topics for this game, and I'm even going to be doing another Resident Evil video sometime. That said, I am absolutely hyped for what Requiem will bring. I know a few spoilers, but I am generally looking forward to what could happen despite this, and I'm really hoping that Capcom delivers on this one. I personally didn't love the last few Resident Evil games, but I am definitely glad that they are doing. I'm definitely glad that they're focusing on something else that's a little familiar rather than the absolute kind of insane parts that Biohazard and Village did. Not to say that they're bad games, it's just really cool to see what they could do with something that already happened. And of course, I will of course be seeing what Capcom is planned for this game once I get it tomorrow. And hopefully I'm able to stream a bit of it. Then, of course, next up is, of course, Tales of Berseria Remaster. Tales of Berseria also drops tomorrow. It is a remaster of the Tales of Berseria game that came out like a decade ago, and honestly, it's a really fun game. This was the first Tales game I've ever played, and I've been able to collect a few of the other games, such as Xillia 1 and 2, Symphonia and Symphonia Chronicles, Grace's F, and of course Arise. And I've played bits and pieces of them, and I've been liking them, and I've also played a bit of Zestiria, Berseria sequel, and I'm looking forward to finishing that one, but I'm also looking forward to returning to this one, especially because, well, from what I've gathered, all the DLC is available in this one, which makes for probably the definitive edition of this game. But it's also really great to return to one of the best games I played, and one that I kind of thought was super underrated. And next up, we of course have Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis is going to be coming out this year, and safe to say I'm actually very much looking forward to this one. I have not played all the Tomb Raider games yet, but I've played Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and they've generally been one of my favorite games I've ever played. I'm looking forward to the definitive edition, and I'm looking forward to Tomb Raider Underworld along with the ones on the 360, which names I have forgotten about. That said, I've never played the original, and the fact that it's getting remade is also pretty interesting, and I look forward to what they can do with this one, and I'm hoping it does very well. Then, of course, a quick honorable mention would be for this year's con, depending if it comes out, and of course, whatever is announced tomorrow for Pokemon Day. We know nothing, and it could be possible that nothing does happen, but the thought of a new Pokemon game this year and a new con generally is making me excited for what could happen. Then, of course, my number one pick, which honestly shouldn't be obvious, is, of course, Grand Theft Auto 6. I am absolutely hyped for this game. I cannot wait for this game to come out. It drops in November, little less than 9 months, and the wait for this game has generally been a lot. I've waited 13 years for this game, and I don't think I can wait any longer. The thought of being able to return to Vice City with a new cast of characters and seeing what Rockstar has cooked up for this game is generally really interesting, and I cannot wait to experience life in Vice City all over again. The long road towards GTA 6 had been a bit unbearable at times, especially when it comes to some of the leaks, rumors, and the 2 delays that happened with this game. But hopefully, we'll of course see Grand Theft Auto 6 this year. And I already know I'm generally going to be loving every moment of this playthrough, and I hope everyone who is picking up this game will enjoy it too. That said, that's all I really have for today's video. But of course, I will be back next time with another Pokemon video in honor of Pokemon Day, and of course, probably talking about other stuff that has happened with Pokemon Day. So of course, until then, thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful day and night, and whenever these games do drop, I hope everyone enjoys them. But with the out of the way, thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.